Well, today we're going to do a little bit of exploring. We're going to test out a hunch I have. We're up on the hillside because the river is just way too high. Now, right behind me, what's drawn me to this spot is just above me. You can see where the old timers were digging. And it's, I don't think it's a tertiary gravel, I think it's a bench gravel from this river. But they did do some digging. There's some big, heavy, good-looking gravel to me. And below me, down here, down in the river, down in the water now, I have found gold. So I want to test the theory, is the gold I'm finding down here just slug gold during high water at the river, or is it gold that's come out of this gravel that they were digging? Now right here, you can see we got some nice big boulders in here, but there's also this gravel down in here. It doesn't look washed. It looks like gravel that's kind of eroding off the hillside. But I don't know if they have cleaned this, worked all this bedrock, and this stuff has come off the hill since. That's what we're going to find out. And then right here we have a pretty good sized dead oak tree. Down in the roots underneath the tree we have river gravel. So I don't have to worry about hurting the tree, it's already dead, but we're gonna do a little digging in here. We're gonna check that out. And then we're gonna do some digging in the bank up here. Now I got the detector with me, so we're gonna be doing a combination of detecting and sampling. If we can find any little crevices, we're gonna dig those out, see if they got gravel, if they just got dirt. If they got gravel, we'll take them down and pan them. Okay, I'm gonna get the gear out, let's get to work. Okay, now before we start, since I got the detector with me today, I'm gonna go over all this bedrock, make sure there's no targets here before we start moving the gravel up and potentially cover something up. Well, we ended up at this whole area with those two targets. First one, the loud one, I'm like 99% sure that's iron. The second one is not a very sharp target, so I'm guessing that's probably a piece of iron too. Well, let's dig those up, get them out of the way so we can get to work. Well, we ended up with a square nail, part of a nail I think, and a little tiny piece of flat iron. Now I did dig these all out of a crevice, so just for the fun of it, I'm going to dig some of this gravel up, take it down and pan it, just see what it looks like. Got that all panned out, we might be onto something. I got gold, but more importantly is the black sand. And you can see here there's a couple pieces of gold, but if you look at the black sand, it's nice coarse black sand, and there's quite a bit of it for the little bit of material we did. Well, I'm going to snuffer this up, and there's another crevice over here. I wouldn't really call them crevices, they're just cracks in the rock that the gravel was not packed, other than just, you know, the rain and stuff packing it. But what I want to do is take another sample over there, and then I may come down here and take a sample down here to just see if we hit a lucky spot, or if we do have golden material coming out of this gravel here. Okay, let's do a little digging, do another pan. I'll be right back. Well, pan number 2. We got a couple pieces of gold in here. Let me show you. Okay, we got 2 pieces there, and then there's a couple other really fine ones. But you can see here, or hopefully you can see that we still got that good coarse black sand. Okay, what I think I'm going to do now is just pull some of this top gravel off. Now that we got everything below it's cleaned, we'll pull some of this top gravel off and metal detect that, see if we can turn up any targets. If not, then we'll see if we can find a crevice and see if this gold continues on up the hill. I think we'll get this big one out of here before it sneaks up on me. Well, the hillside's tough to film on, but it sure is nice when you want to get rid of a rock. Well, as we're digging, we want to keep an eye on the gravel we're digging out. We want to make sure that the river gravel continues and it's not just dirt. I'm going to pull like 6 inches off, and then we're going to hit it with the detector. We're going to hit this and what we pulled down before we get rid of it. What I'm going to do is pull the dirt down, the spot that we got cleaned. We'll check it. No targets. Then we can get rid of it. That way we don't have to worry about digging a nugget out of this gravel and throwing it away. Well, after quite a bit of digging, I finally got a target that sounds decent. Doesn't sound really good, but it sounds decent. Let's throw the mic in the headphones, see what you think. Well, it looks like we got a crevice here, so rather than just trying to find a target, I think we're going to dig this out and pan it, since we've been finding gold that way. Well, we still got more material in the crevice, but we got a pan full. I'll be right back. Okay, well, got that panned out. Our target turned out to be a really small piece of iron, but we got 2 pieces of gold in the pan, and I'm going to call them respectable. They're, I think they're past loose standard pickers. They might almost be the pickers. Let me show you. There's our piece of iron, and there's our 2 pieces, and that one there is a nice chunky little piece. Now the red has sand and gravel in it. It's got little river rocks. It's got a lot of nice little, so I'm not sure what's going on here. I don't know if this is tailings I'm dealing with or just a mixture of dirt and the old channel mixing as it comes down the hill. That's my best guess. Okay, back to digging. We got our first, what I would call a good sounding target. Let's see what you think. Okay, you'll notice how that is what I would call a sharp target. Comes on quick, goes away quick. There's not much of a blur coming in and out of the target, which my guess is it's either lead or gold. Let's dig it up, see what it is. And we got us a nice little fishing weight. Okay, well, back to digging. Back from lunch, got our first pan full. What I did was I cleaned the bedrock and all the little catches right here, because I want to see if anything's changed as far as the gravel. So I'll be back in a sec. Well, that pan had a little bit of fine gold in it. So I moved over, I did another pan, and I just went down, cleaned the bedrock, but there was no cracks or crevices. Did that pan, no gold at all. So what my plan is now, and this is probably the last we're going to be able to do because it's getting late. Well, here, let me show you. Now this crevice right here is the one that we've done our best in. But it comes up to the wall right here, but then it continues under these rocks right here. So what we're going to do, we'll pull some of these rocks out and keep going on that crevice, see if the gold holds up there. I've gone everywhere else, and as I moved out, it just got worse. So let's see if we can follow it. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to scoop me a panful out of right here, just get an idea what it looks like. Okay, got a pan. There was a couple of nice catches there, so here's hoping. I'll be right back. Well, I got that panned out, and we got a little bit of gold. Let me show you. Okay, you can see there's all kinds of little tiny pieces all through there. Well, it's getting late. I'm beat. It must be 80, 85 degrees, and this early in the year, the heat's kind of tough. So what I'm going to do now, grab the detector. I'm going to go over everything. If we got no targets, then I'm going to pack everything up, head for the house. We got one target up here, and actually it sounds pretty good. So let's dig that up, see what we got. And I'm not really sure what this is going to turn into, but it's a big one. We'll just put that up here somewhere. Well, that target is right in here somewhere. I'm just going to put everything in the pan. Oh, looks like we got a nice little catch here. And it's got river gravel in it. That's a good sign. Okay, target's in the pan. I got no more targets here. Last pan. I'll be right back. Well, I got that panned out, and I'm pretty sure our target was a piece of lead. But of course, our last pan is our best pan of the day. Let me show you. Well, hopefully you can see we got a pretty good line of gold, and I'm pretty sure that piece of lead was our target. Well, at least we know where to start next time we come in. But right now, I have got to get out of the sun, so I'll see you guys back at the house. We're back at the house, and you guessed it, it's the next day. All right, well, I got that gold all cleaned up, so what do you say if we jump over there first thing, see if we got enough to weigh? Okay, let's see how we did. 0.56 grams, just a little over half a gram. Well, half a gram, it's not much gold, but it can be. What I mean is, we haven't had a good flood in over 20 years. And the problem we're having, and it's a problem that everybody is having, is the river hasn't turned over, so it's getting hard to find areas that somebody hasn't beat you to. Well, this spot on the hillside, nobody's beat us to it. Well, at least not since the original guys were there. So it could work into some nice gold, or it may just peter out. You know, we don't know, but that's the fun of prospecting. So we're definitely going to go back up, continue working this area, try to understand, and that's the trick, is to try to understand why the gold's there. And that will help you figure out how to find more gold. Or at least, you know, that's my theory, and so far it's worked out pretty good for me over the years. Okay, well, I gotta get out of here. The doggone grass is really growing now, and I got a bunch of it to mow. Alright, well, you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video.